Okay, here we go. Yay. We're back on.
Welcome,
only
everyone.
A minute past. Welcome to Inclusion Done Right on NeverEasyAlwaysGood.com. I am Cindy Schultz.
And I'm Candice Stump, principal here at Coyote Springs.
And I am
Supermom.
Yep, I'm a mom. Yeah.
Yep, you're a great mom, as are all of our moms out there. We value and cherish everything that you guys do every day to support our schools, but also, of course, to the hard job you have of bringing up all of those amazing kiddos. So.
Yeah, we're changing the world.
That's right.
Right?
One
That's
kid
what
at
we
a time.
do. One kid at a time. You do it at home. Yeah, it's long-lasting effects. Not to put a guilt trip on you or anything. So we just started back over. Kaya just kind of tripped our stuff. There we go. Right. And she's lying down right in the middle of the tripod. So we'll see how this
Hopefully she
goes.
stays there. She's just kind of been a little bit like in the way.
Yeah, I think she's lonely. She wants to be really in the midst of everything.
She does.
So we are talking about going back to school.
Yep.
Going back to school because it's
That
only
time.
3 weeks from today. Well, yeah, from today.
From today.
Oh, I can
know.
do it. I can do it.
It's going to be less when you guys watch it. It'll be
Yes,
like a week or so
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You'll be like ready to turn them back over to us.
I know.
And we're ready. We've got it all figured out, and we're ready to go. And we have our meet and greet night on August 1st. 5 o'clock starts kindergarten only. So 5 p.m. is kindergarten only. And then from 5:30 to 6:30 is first grade through 6th grade.
Yeah.
So that's when you get to find out who your teacher is and all of our information as far as items that you can bring to donate to the school are on our website. And you can bring those on our meet and greet night as well so that your kids don't have to lug them in on the first day of school or the first week of school. That would be fabulous. And we know all the stores already have all the stuff
Yes,
out
they do.
right now. So they're ready for you.
My daughter Emily, my 21-year-old, who I have to take back to Vermont in a few weeks. She gets so excited when the school supplies come out. It's really funny. It's really I kind of miss that.
Yeah.
So my other kids not
so much.
excited.
Yeah.
I mean, they are excited, but not so much. Not as like she was. So.
Yeah, I know some of the kids do get right. I've been running into them here and there at the stores, and some of them are like, "I'm so excited to come back," and some of them are like, "I'm like, hello, you're excited, aren't you?"
Yeah.
And they're just like, they're not quite sure.
Yeah, I know. And like Ben has extended school year because to help him retain stuff, so to help him get back in the school system, school year, he gets an extra 3 weeks over the summer.
Yep.
So have half days, and Jillian doesn't because she doesn't forget things. Like he does. So she's a little jealous, but she's also kind of enjoying that quiet time around the house.
There's no Ben. It's just Jillian.
Right now it's just
Joe,
Jillian,
Joe's
Emily,
gone.
and I. Joe's at camp, and Allie is down in Phoenix.
Yay.
Actually, when she sees this, they'll all be back. But yeah.
But still some good quiet time.
Yeah,
which is always
good.
fun.
I'm excited for what.
So, from
doing.
a parent's perspective, what are some things that you would either are preparing your kids for back to school, or would like to know like more about from the school's perspective?
Well, one thing that we do in our family is that last week before school, we start getting them into the school bedtime routines, waking up. And even though I don't really want them up that early in the morning, but we do, and it helps that Ben's already on that schedule, so I'm getting on that schedule. So that's a big thing that we start becoming more sticklers with the bedtimes and waking up. And
that makes sense. Starting a week before, because that routine, is hard to get them in, and especially they're not used to getting up so early, and then they're cranky because they don't get a nap. So keeping them up, making them build that stamina throughout the course of the entire day, so that they're not getting any of that downtime, because school it's intense.
Yeah, it is intense, and trying to get to school, just getting out of the house is intense, and so if everybody's already on that schedule, then it's not so hard.
That's a great tip.
So I'm trying to think of, as I'm rambling on, I'm trying to think of what kind of things parents would like to know. Around here, the like Target and Walmart will start getting slipped those papers of school supplies and stuff, and often she's wiggled the camera. Often we would go and get things on the school supplies, and then we come to school,
and it would be different,
and it's different.
Okay, good. She's safe. Good girl.
So what is your suggestion?
So I would suggest, my suggestion for that would be to make sure you look at our website. Because what happens sometimes on the stores, even though we communicate with them and we send them the information, they sometimes pull ones from the past that they just have, or things get mixed up. Things happen between the communication of us and the schools, and the stores. So I would recommend that parents go straight to our website to get the information straight from us before they purchase things. It never hurts. If you purchase the wrong items, we'd love for you to just donate them anyhow, because they're going to get used no matter what. Although I do understand the frustration of, I just bought this, but now they don't really need it. And let's be honest too, those lists are not all encompassing.
No.
So they're just like a few items that we put on there. Really, we can use so much more. So anything that you do get, I guarantee will be put to good use.
So, and I know finances get tight with families and stuff. Absolutely. Do you know of anywhere that is doing donations to families that have some extra needs?
Absolutely. So we are just finishing up our big school drive of Stuff the Bus. So we just had an event this weekend where lots of families had an opportunity to donate items. And if you are interested, what I'll do is I'll put, because we're going to have a fair kind of thing for families that are going to be in need. So I'll make sure that I have that link, and we'll put it under here.
Yep, we'll put it down in the comments below.
Yep. Because I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember the day, the time, the location. So we'll just put it in. So that's
You've only been answering all the phones, talking to all the people. She's the only one in the office
left alone today.
So just getting here to record, I think we're 2 hours, maybe an hour after what.
It's been disastrous.
2 hours. It was 2 hours.
We
But it's okay.
Right?
It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. I'm good. I've got
thing
Emily.
She's flexible.
Thank you, Emily, for all you do. I appreciate it. So
yeah, appreciate
that.
Trying to think of other, especially parental. The only other big thing that I always get a lot of is, when is I going to know my child's teacher? Thank you. When am I going to get that information? And we really don't. Just to give you kind of a little background information, is that we don't have those lists all completed right now, because we're enrolling, as Cindy saw, like 5 kids a day. So we're still taking kids in, which means we have to balance those class sizes before we actually post them. So we're still enrolling kids and still creating classes. So I don't even know what teachers the kids have right now.
Right.
And my secretaries aren't back until next week, and I don't enroll them because that'd be a disaster. So that hasn't even been done in the computer system yet. So once that's done, then that's why we kind of wait as much as we can to make sure those lists are as accurate as possible, because we don't want to have to pluck a kid when they think they have this teacher to another teacher, because we have to rebalance class sizes. Although it does happen sometimes, we don't like to do it. But those class lists will be posted on the Meet the Teacher Night on August 1st.
Yep. So when it comes to kiddos like that have some extra needs, do you guys already try to put them in by the end of the school year, know what they're doing?
Right, and that's a really great question.
Because that's a preparation thing on the gen ed teacher's part.
Yep. We absolutely do. So our co-teachers know already that they're co-teachers. So they already have that expectation of, they may not know who the kids are necessarily yet, but they know that their job is going to be to have those kids in, and they're going to be collaborating with teaching with not only the general ed teacher, but also with the interventionist specialist to support those kids. And then, other kids that have higher demands and higher needs, of course, are placed in other classrooms too, that those teachers are aware of. As Patty talked about on the previous video that we did about our mapping that we do in the May, usually end of May-ish, for the following school year, which means we take all of our kids on IEPs and strategically place them with the correct teachers and with the correct peer support, so that we know for sure that they're going to be in the best possible place.
You're creating a successful environment. You're trying, because you want it to be a successful relationship.
And we have to meet those IEP needs.
Right.
So it's really crucial to make sure that we have those needs being met in the environment that can be met, and that we have the most support that's needed for each of those kids. Yeah. So it's quite a behind the scenes thing.
I really want to sit in on.
No,
I won't say anything. I won't talk. I'll just let you guys.
I'm telling you, it is the craziest process to go through.
It sounds exciting.
Because when you get all of the kids up on, you're like, okay, who goes with him? This is best really if this kid is around these kids and supported in this way. This kid maybe shouldn't be, and then it's really interesting.
And then, we can't put that kid with that kid.
Right. It's not, I mean, it's
all
not
well
just like
planned out.
put everyone in a big machine and draw their names out. That's not how we do it.
This should have been known.
Even down to kindergarten.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, kindergarten, we have tried all kinds of different ways to place kids, and really the best way that we have found is to do it by birthdays. Because age and developmentally, getting the class sizes mixed right. Kindergarten can be very hard because we don't know a lot about those kids. And we don't want to have a classroom with a bunch of really, really youngins. So we try to place them based upon birthdays, believe it or not.
So it's I didn't know that. Learn something new every day.
And it seems to be, like I said, we've tried many different testing. We've tried keeping them in classrooms, getting to know them before we place them. Nothing has worked as effectively as placing them by their birthdays.
Well, that makes sense. It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
So
it works.
So let's see, what else can we talk about with back to school?
You know, one thing that I think of, make sure you get a lot of information sent home the first week of school. There goes my water. I mean, things from updating your address to signing off on handbook rules. I would say it's really, really important to provide us with that information, especially things like the emergency response. I mean, the emergency
phone call
list that comes home. I think it's a red sheet of contacts, and then of any allergies, medical conditions. All that information is so crucial for us to have the correct contact numbers and make sure that we know of all of any allergies or any kind of health concerns that students have. So I know it's a lot. Yeah. It's a whole lot of paperwork to fill out for every single kid, but it's crucial that we have that information on campus, just in case. You know, we never, of course, want anything, but if something does happen, we want to be able to reach you immediately, and we want to make sure that we can provide the correct medical information to emergency personnel if they need it.
Yeah, I actually have an inbox in my house that when the kids, they're supposed
That's a good idea.
They're supposed to, when they come home, pull up stuff out of their backpack, put it in the inbox, and then I will fill it out, and I'll put it in the outbox. And depending on their age, like my middle schoolers actually start filling out the forms on their own.
Good idea.
And then I sign them.
Yep.
And so they have to say, Mom, I need our pediatrician's phone number or my health insurance information and that kind of stuff. So that kind of gets them trained in that, and also makes my life a little easy. Having 7 children, I have done my fair share of filling out paperwork. I had 5 in the same school at one point, and I was telling Candice earlier, I totally understand the whole color coding of papers. I get that, but let me tell you, it doesn't let me photocopy them at home. No. So I can't just fill out the standard information and then photocopy and then put kids' names. No, it doesn't work that way. So
sorry about that.
That's okay. I can be inconvenienced during that time of the year. You guys are getting my kids back, so.
Yeah, I know it's a lot. It's a lot, but I love that. Is a great idea. And even, do you keep that throughout the course of the school year too?
I do. It's actually hanging on a wall. It's 2 nice looking baskets.
Maybe you could post that in your, what are you calling it? Your Widgets and
in my Widgets and Whatnots. It's a new page.
Maybe you could put an example of what that in and out box looks like.
Okay.
That would be super cool.
We'll do that, yeah. So on nevereasyalwaysgood.com, I have a new section. It's called Widgets and Whatnots. And what I'm doing is going through and posting links to different items that have either benefited my kids at home, or they've used them in therapy, or I know that friends of mine or other people have used these items and it's been beneficial. Some things just look like a lot of fun. So I post those too. So go ahead on to Never Easy Always Good and click on the top. The top, it says Widgets and Whatnots, and you're going to see all sorts of little file tabs. Right now I have physical therapy, occupational therapy, and the sensory tabs are up. Speech therapy should be up pretty soon. But I have all sorts of ideas on peer supports, how to become friends and school. And so I'm going to be looking for a lot of suggestions. So if you're on Widgets and Whatnots and you look at the tabs and you go, ooh, I know what I could use, what she should use for that page, email me at cindy@nevereasyalwaysgood.com, or put a comment down below on that page. And
yeah, it's really cool. I'm liking it a lot because there's a lot of, it just provides another opportunity for resources. Like you said, if you're having problems, like, okay, well, if my kid is having difficulties with, the sensory parts of being engaged in school, well, you can click on that and you can see different examples of things that will support them.
Right, and I'm hoping to get professionals to help back me up on that page too, that they can give some little notes. And then whenever I write, if I'm going to go through my blog posts and link some of my blog posts to it too, to whatever is applicable on.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea to get like our OT, our PT, our speech, all of our support services to blog with you. Yes, to get a blog, and they could write just a blog about like sensory things that they could send you. Wouldn't that be a good idea?
That would be a good idea.
And then that could be another resource that we could use here at Coyote. I could just send people to it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know what? I know when we're in IEP meetings, we're talking about supporting the kid this way. We always are talking about tools, and we're always like, okay, like where can we go? How can we show this? If I could just send them straight to that.
Yeah, because us parents that have kids that are differently abled, a lot of times we reinvent the wheel when we don't have to. So we need to lean on each other and help each other out with what's helps us out. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No, but what supports our kids? Because like you said, we're all doing the same work.
Right.
So if we can have a place to go to where we can share that work and then make it easy and accessible to anyone who needs it as supports, hey, it's a win-win.
I like it.
Yep. I think it's genius. I'm excited about maybe growing that blog system with some of our, because I think that'd be a great tool for us to use. I'm sure they'd be in on it. I'm sure they'd be
totally. I've already contacted Diane.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already contacted Diane.
And Kristen Ott, who we couldn't get on video. Kristen.
We'll get her.
She didn't want to sit on the couch with us.
We're not
Maybe
hard.
she could do a blog.
Yeah,
she does
that'd be good.
Camera shot.
And one other thing that we're talking about doing because Lake Valley is starting to do their sensory walk. They have torn up the floors. And I asked my friend Kim, who works there, to get some pictures, and we need to contact their principal.
They're on that, no problem.
Yeah, so that we can give you guys that step by step. And the cool thing with that is, I think you guys will like, is the funding and how they got that funded.
We have to be
creative,
really getting resources.
So it's good. So hey, it looks like we're at the end of our time.
Okay.
And so I am just going to remind you guys again to please subscribe to this YouTube channel, get on my email for nevereasyalwaysgood.com, and follow on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and on Pinterest, because I have all sorts of good ideas on Pinterest there. And just comment. The more you guys invest just your time just with liking and subscribing and that kind of stuff, the more visible Never Easy Always Good becomes on the internet, and as well as Inclusion Done Right.
Absolutely. And same with Coyote Springs. We do have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
And we have a Facebook page, and we have a Twitter. And it's really cool because I do a lot of real-time videoing of what's happening at school. And so if you want to really see, like, the work that's being done in real time, great way to do that.
Right. Yep. Yeah, it's cool. So.
All right.
So, well, thank you. Enjoy going. Well, a lot of you guys probably aren't even thinking about going back to school. My friend in Washington, they're just 3 weeks into summer. So
is that crazy?
So it's
not in Arizona. We go back when it's really hot, because that makes no sense.
Well, but they get to sit in air-conditioned buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good.
Recess
Hopefully.
Gets a little hot, but
yeah, sweaty.
A little stinky.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see.
On that note.
Yeah, I know.
See ya.
Bye.